important in a relationship? Let's say, what should be a prime factor that a woman should consider in a relationship?
That she has to take charge of her own emotions, and that she should be already a fulfilled person before even entering a relationship. You see, nowadays we are looking for people to complete us. We believe in Hollywood stories, fairy tales, and while some of those parts are beautiful, they don't really exist in healthy relationships, because relationships go through waves. Right? Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. It's just like a cycle in economy. You have recession and you have the boom. And it's the same in relationships. So women always tend to project everything that they feel and they go through onto their partner. But we have to understand, men and women, we are equal. We are equal in my opinion, but we are not the same. Our roles are not the same.
Yeah.
So
the
you have
differences are quite obvious.
They're very obvious, but it depends again on the culture where we grew up with. I mean, you have the very strict feminists that believe that they have to rule the man as well, and and be above him in a relationship. Then you have the women who are completely submissive, and both of it in its extremes is unhealthy. You want a healthy partnership, so you have to learn to communicate also your emotions and what you feel, and create a safe space in your relationship to do that.
So what is a safe space in a relationship?
A space of no judgment. A space of acceptance of what is going on. It's our nature to judge everything, to judge people around us, to judge situations. But when we understand and look at it from a perspective, okay, it is what it is. What is the real problem and what is it teaching me? And how can I communicate that to my partner without him feeling attacked?
Okay. So communication is very crucial. This is what it means. Like if you want to give your partner this understanding that he has a safe space with you, let's say trust, confidence, and in a space where he's or she is not judged, it means that you're building this up by showing that you're open to listen.
Yes.
Right? You're open to listen, and you are not going to pass on judgments to what comes your way.
Yes, and how easy is that really? Because we take everything super personal, and a lot of times another person's behavior has nothing to do with us, but everything with what they are going through. So we have to accept that our partner has its own insecurities, his own fears, and his own ways of dealing with life and situations. And we cannot impose our judgment of how she or he should react and the things he should do just because we think it's right. But if we communicate our desires and our needs towards each other, we build that space of trust. So you can do this through pre-framing, which we in NLP, we use it a lot, which is something you do in a verbal communication before an actual conflict about that topic arises. So you can, for example, talk to your man, and when you have a regular conversation, and explain to him how important it is for you that he opens up, that he can speak freely with her about everything, that she loves it and she finds it super sexy if a man is vulnerable because it shows his strength as opposed to his weakness. Men struggle a lot with being the provider, being the man. And women abuse and misuse us also many, many times. We do it subconsciously. We don't do it necessarily on purpose. So men have problems being vulnerable, even in long relationships, not just in the beginning when you meet them, but in the long relationships, for them to open up, it takes a lot, and to show you as a woman who they really are. So pre-framing is a perfect space of providing that safety net for them, whatever the situation may be, and tell them in advance that if the situation ever occurs, that there's a with them to go through it.
Yeah, all right, I get that.